ocean waves here at Pemaquid Point Lighthouse, and the area up top is roped off so you can't come down here. Well, you can. It's suggested you don't. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's roll it back just a minute and talk about how we got here and why. My mom and dad passed away, and in their will, they left this curio cabinet to my brother who lives in Connecticut. It was going to cost about $1,000 to ship it to my brother, so our mission became to get this cabinet to my brother in Connecticut and then go to Ohio and see my daughter, and then also see Shelly's family while we're in Ohio. Along the way, we were going to see cool things, eat great food, have a wonderful experience, and do it while car camping. What the heck is car camping? Well, we took this regular 8-inch thick mattress and slid it into the back of the car with our pillows and blankets, and typical camping things like the ability to roast marshmallows or have a fire, do a little cooking, have some coffee, that kind of thing, and the curio cabinet. We also took this table and slid it under the mattress so we could pull it out, fold the adjustable legs down, and use it for cooking or just having coffee. You can't feel it at all when you're sleeping on it. We also made these magnetic screens that fit over the windows and the moonroof so that at night we can open the windows and get some fresh air without the risk of mosquitoes or other bugs or spiders creeping into it. They worked perfectly. On the back of the car, we took this squishable igloo cooler, filled it full of bottled water, and strapped it to the bike rack so that it wouldn't take up any more space in the car. And then we tried to pack our toiletries and everything into small containers. We had smaller duffel bags, and we just tried to efficiently pack the car as best we could. And now it's time to jam everything into the car. We've got drones, cameras, the curio cabinet, of course, food, all of our supplies that we will need for about 10 days on the road. And Shelly's magical skills made it fit. We also decided to take our bikes, and that was a huge mistake because we rode them minimally, but worse, it did about $600 damage to the car. Our plan is to leave Travelers Rest, South Carolina and go to my brother's house in Connecticut and drop off the curio cabinet before heading to Portland, Maine, and then over to Acadia National Park, which is completely awesome, and then up to Lubec, Maine, the most northeastern part of the country. And then we're going to drive over to Conway, New Hampshire, and ride the cank, as they say, over to Lincoln, New Hampshire, and then into Stowe, Vermont, and a couple other little places along the way, and then Orrville, Ohio, where our families are, and then all the way back down to South Carolina, with lots of little places along the entire route. With everything packed, we're on the road and ready to listen to some bad country music. And as soon as we got on the road, it rained. And rained. And rained some more. And it rained for 1,000 miles of the trip. Not exaggerating. We pulled over for the night, and thankfully on day 2, we had sunshine. Blue skies, wonderful clouds, great weather, everything we were expecting showed up on day 2. Our first stop is in Portland, Maine at the Portland Head Lighthouse. We're only here for sunset and to scope the location because we'll be back here tomorrow morning in the dark for sunrise. Great location, beautiful, scenic, relaxing. Where we get? Right here. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and we are in Cape Elizabeth, Maine. We're headed down to Portland Head Lighthouse. I think we're the first ones here. There's no light on the lighthouse, which is right there in front of us. We're here for a sunrise shoot. It's almost cold enough that I need gloves. I'm wearing shorts though, and have a nice jacket on and a warm coffee, and my lovely bride. We're wearing headlights on our heads because it's not yet sunrise, so we're gonna meander our way down to the coastline and see if we can find a spot for a good composition of this lighthouse. It's almost 6 a.m. I'm at Cape Elizabeth Port Head Lighthouse, and I am in position to film the sunrise. My camera gear is right in front of me, even if you can't see it. Trying to take a step back here some. Right there's my camera. Right here's the lighthouse. We've got sunrise coming up this way. And I did have to climb down some rocks to get down here, quite a few rocks in the dark with the headlight on my head. I did fall into some water. My feet are completely soaked. Every bit of my shoes are soaking wet. I did not get injured, thank God. Shelly is up there on the ridge line. I don't know if I can frame her in from up here, but it's just after 6. Sunrise is coming up in about 15-20 minutes out that way. My phone is really blowing this out. It doesn't look anything like what you just saw, but this is the composition that I'm looking for. This is where I am today. And the area up top is roped off, so you can't come down here. Well, you can. It's suggested you don't, like a speed limit sign, but it's roped off. But these waves are huge, and they're starting to crush around my feet here. The water is coming up here, so I'm going to get out of here, but my camera is here, the lighthouse is up here, and it's just a fantastic view, fantastic experience. This is a popular spot in Bass Harbor. The Bass Harbor Lighthouse is right up here, although it's very foggy, you can't see it. And as popular as this spot is, right now I'm the only one here. It's pretty foggy out here. It hasn't rained yet today, but it's supposed to rain here shortly. And I'll show you these rocks. This is what you climb down onto to get the best shot. We are on our way to the cliffside in Cutler's Land Preserve in Maine. We're on our way to Lubec, Maine. And the smell of pines in this forest is incredible. It just smells like Christmas and every good pine smell you've ever smelled. It's about a mile plus walk out here to the cliffside. And I think we're almost there. I love that woman right there. We have so much in common, and I just love watching her sift through these rocks. She's not taking any rocks, she's just building cairns and looking at the different shapes and colors of the rocks. Here on the shore of Maine in 2020. Michelle is a beautiful person, inside and out, and has changed my life forever for the better. And I could really just spend all day, well, especially looking at that. Well, we made it in time. This is a spectacular place in Lubec, Maine, in the most northeastern part of Maine, just before you cross into Canada. We made it just in time for sunset, so we're going to hang out here probably for another 30 minutes or so. Shelly's on her way back over to the car, just right over here to get my camera bag, because we were in such a rush I forgot it. This is an Airbnb splurge on our trip this time. This is an actual functional blacksmith shop, and in the bottom, an Airbnb. So we're staying in here. The river is right over here. Well, we squeeze a lot into a trip sometimes. On this one, we covered a lot of ground in a short time. We visited family in 2 states, drove 4,000 miles over 12 or 13 states. We watched the lobstermen prepare for the day and ate a lot more calories than we drove miles. We saw some great sunsets and great sunrises. We visited another national park. We have plenty of good memories and photos to share. This adventure is one for the books. Until the next one.